your troubles and your problems and your situations and so on and so forth, okay? And he's higher in authority than our oppressors, and he will take action. He'll take action in due time to correct any situation, okay? We just need to be patient and wait on him. I get very impatient about things. I'm very impatient when it comes to time. I'm a fanatic. I hate I'm a fanatic. I just can't stand to be late. Well, that's, I can't. On a job, I'd go on my job. I know Jim Dearborn done the same thing. I'd go on my job 30, 45 minutes early. Robert was talking about it with me not just a few weeks ago on the phone. He said he'd go at 4 o'clock in the morning. He had to be at work at the post office. He'd be there at 3:30. Had maybe a 30-minute lunch. He'd go out in the car and eat in the truck a lot of time, just so he wouldn't be late coming back to lunch. I get tired of the traffic. I get panicky. I'm thinking I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. I mean, when I would go out, I'll never forget first time I ever had to go to Houston, Texas. I flew in a day early because I wanted to survey where I was going to be going. Because I heard that Houston was terrible. So I had lunch, I had dinner that night with a friend of mine in Houston. And I told him my schedule. He said, Steve, don't make it. That won't happen. That's what he meant. And my first call was probably, what, 15 miles at the most, maybe 10. My first call by Greg was 10 miles from the hospital there. I mean, I'm standing somewhere else, 10 miles. He said, you won't make it in an hour and a half. I said, do what? He said, you won't make it in an hour and a half. And I thought, you're crazy. So I didn't cancel the appointments that I had to later that day. I had to start canceling appointments. It would take you anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. I don't care if you're going 10 miles or 2 miles. Constant backup of traffic. Worse than Atlanta ever thought about me. I've been there too. Dallas, Texas is bad, but Houston, Texas is awful. Construction, every street tore up. You couldn't get nowhere. So again, I'm a fanatic on that stuff because I don't want to be. I don't want to be like that, but I can't help myself. I did that for 30 years. Brother Greg, you know, if you've done something for 30 years, it's hard to get it out of your system. It's hard to get it out of your system. God knows here. God knows exactly what's going on. And he'll take care of the situation. Whatever your situation is tonight, whatever you're going through tonight, I don't know, but God knows, and you know. Just let God take care of it, okay? There's a condemnation, and you see verse 9 now we're into. It says, moreover, the prophet of the earth is of all, the king himself. Listen to what it's saying now, the king himself, served by the field. Think about what that's saying. He eats out of the same cornfield. He eats the same tables out of the same field. Everybody else does. God made the earth, and its blessings for all of the inhabitants. It rains on the just and the unjust, God. So God has made his blessings of feeding everyone from the field. Miss Gail brought some tomatoes out to the thing the other day, the 4th of July cookout, and I got the honor of taking a few of them home with me. What was that, Linda's? Why not yours?
Well, the one you took on was mine, but she brought the one.
Okay. Well, I took yours home, but we ate on hers. But I got to slice one over good old hamburger the other night. And there's just something different about a homegrown tomato.
Yeah.
Right out of the field, homegrown. I can just pick one and bite into it. So if y'all's tomatoes are doing good, listen to that. Remember the break. Good. I eat tomato sandwich. I eat tomato sandwich, throw a little mayonnaise on it, oh boy, nothing bad. Again, here, what am I talking about? Oh yeah. When I get off on food for the South, I go crazy. Yeah, here again, the oppressor acts as though the world is made just for him. Made just for him. It is theirs, and no one else's. No, it isn't. It isn't just his. It isn't just his. He's trying to make gain of the blessings and depriving the oppressed and depriving and oppressing other folk, the poor folk. And, hey, he's saying here that this ain't right. That just ain't right. Okay. And now to bring us to a whole new section of Solomon's experiments, we've already found that he's satisfied. He's tried science, y'all. He's tried the study of natural laws. He's tried wisdom. He's tried philosophy, okay? Pleasure, materialism. We've already mentioned all this. He's tried fatalism. He's tried egotism. Hey, living for himself, living it up, living himself, okay? He's tried religion. And now he's going to experience, he's going to try wealth, okay? Wealth. And he's got a lot of it. He was probably the wealthiest man to ever live on earth, okay? Solomon had it all. He had it all. He gave himself over, though, to accumulating gold. And trying to buy anything and everything and wanted. I know a man right now, and I can name him, you may can know him, I don't know if you would or not, but he's got his name down at the UT Stadium. I worked for him for a while, but he was one of those like Brother Tim worked for, that if I stayed with that man, I'd probably turned into him. I sure didn't want to be that.
Yep.
I would like to turn into the money, but I didn't want to be like him. Didn't want to be like him. He called me one time. The day before Christmas. And said, I need you to get on down here tomorrow. I said, do what? I need you to get on down here tomorrow. We're going to have a meeting. I said, go ahead. Go ahead and have your meeting. I ain't going to be there. I'm meeting my family Christmas Day. Oh, I hope I don't have to come up there and meet you. I said, I hope you don't need it. Because if you got a big brother, you better bring him with you. I ain't bad, but bad, no. I said, no, you better bring him with you. Well, I'll see you. I said, no, you won't see me no more. I said, my resignation letter's in the mail right now. I'm leaving here. And I left. But he was one of those, he was the first man in probably Tennessee to ever have a cell phone. He was the first man in Tennessee to ever have a yacht. He was the first man. He always had to be first with everything. And his daddy had made him that money. Hey, he lived here for a while in Murfreesboro. I mentioned his name, you might have known him, but anyway, I don't. But he had it all. He wasn't like the Charlie that I worked for. He was like the Adam. And he was proud of everything he had. And he wanted to rule everybody. Oppress them. Okay, oppress them. Here's Solomon. He's got all this. He's got everything. He's got everything and anything he wants. God, it was that very thing that brought Israel into captivity, though. See, God had protected Israel, and kept them a wall built around them. But then all of a sudden the wall crumbled because everyone saw all the wealth of Solomon, and they wanted it, and they came after it, and guess what? They got it. They got it all. So again, let's look at what it says here in verse 10. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver. Underline that. Nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also what? Again, there's that word. Vanity. Vanity. Vanity and vexation. All of us book of well, it's all in the place. Hold on. I hit something I shouldn't have hit. Well, I hit again. Lost my notes there. There we go. What I said is, wealth in verses 10 through 17, Solomon gives some good advice about wealth. But he had enough of it to understand it. He could understand wealth and what it can do to you. I don't know if he saw all that coming, but he used his wealth, a lot of it. See, his wealth, his vanity, he says, in a selfish kind of world. So let's look at the prediction about wealth in verse 10 and 11. Wealth is not all it's cracked up to be, y'all. Everything that glitters is not gold, okay? And two things he does here, he predicts and he limits, okay? So let's look at the prediction made here. He said, he that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor abundance with increase. This is also vanity. Wealth is not satisfied. Like I said, this young man I was just talking about, he was younger than me, but this man I was talking about, he could never be, he had to always be buying, Brother Randy. Always buying. It didn't matter what it was, he had to buy. He had to have first and everything, had to buy everything, he had to have it all. Because it never was satisfied. It never did satisfy. The rich are seldom content. John D. Rockefeller was asked how much wealth would be enough. He said this, just a little bit more. John D. Rockefeller, y'all, one of the richest men, he said just a little bit more. Isn't that sad? You got to keep on, keep on. Like I said, I worked for a man who was there before you got there. He was there when you left. Constantly, just a workaholic to have stuff. The home in Bellmead, the membership at the Bellmead Country Club, the this, the that, whatever it was, okay? Had to have, just had to have, kept on working, okay? Don't let that mentality get a hold of it. It just ain't working. We're going to look at it more right here. It's going to tell us why it ain't working. One thing, you can go to sleep at night. I like to sleep. Last night I got 9 hours, 16 minutes. 9 hours and 16 minutes. But yeah, I slept. I like to sleep. When I can sleep, I bet Jim got 4 hours. Maybe 5. And he was cracked up thing. He said, what John D. Rockefeller was saying was, wealth does not satisfy. Just a little bit more. And let's say, Brother Silas, he got just a little bit more, which he probably did. Guess what he said then? Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, okay? Look at the limit on this satisfaction. This is saving the beholding of them with their eyes, okay? If you accumulate a great amount of possessions, okay, all you can do is look at it. Sit around and look at it. I mean, you've seen pictures, and you may have been in homes. You may have been down to Graceland or somewhere over to, what is it, over in North Carolina, I'm thinking of, Biltmore. Okay, Biltmore. Okay. And you'll see beautiful paintings on the wall that are probably thousands of dollars. Just to walk by and look at them. This and that, just to look at it. Okay, just to look at it. That's all you do. That's all that's doing. Just looking at it. Just looking at it. Wealth is so empty of fulfillment, John. So empty of fulfillment. You just keep on and keep on and keep on. Sure, and I was talking about this last night. We'd done a lot of stuff around the house, moved some furniture. I love doing that. Like I said, Miss Diane, I pray that when I get to my mansion in heaven, Sherry's way over my block. Because if I'm next door to her, she'll be, you come in, help me move this couch. Can we move this refrigerator out? And we moved that couch 10 times. And she gets it right where she wants it. And I said, that's where it was when we started. That's a very plain place when we started. But anyway, I ain't going there. Okay, look at the penalty here of wealth. Verse 12, if y'all are there. We just talked about that. Now think about what this is saying. This is a man, Brother Jim, who's worked all day long. I mean, he's worked out in the field. He's climbed the electric poles. He's dug the hole for the pole. He's done whatever. And look what it says. The sleep of a laboring man is sweet. I've done nothing yesterday. Slept 9 hours to sleep good. What if I'd have worked hard? I said, what, that 12 hours? Look here. Whether whether he eat little or much, but the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. Wow. Wealth seldom permits a good night's sleep. See, what happens is they stay up all night worrying about it. Worrying about it. Riches do not help one sleep. Hey, that's why the rich take sleeping pills and illicit drugs. Y'all read about it all the time. You read about it in the paper, you hear about it on the news. You'll hear about, Prince dying, this one dying, and that one dying, Michael Jackson, all of them, all of them. You'll hear about them overdosing on something because they can't sleep. These famous celebrities, sometimes they cause their own death because they overdose on stuff. Okay? If they were poor and had to, look here now, had to work hard all day long, let me tell you what, they'd sleep all night. They'd sleep well at night. As soon as their pillow hit the bed, they'd be asleep. They'd be asleep. I mean, if you watch your stock market today, if you watch your stocks, you're going to see them going. And you're going, I won't have nothing when I get ready to retire. I won't have nothing when I get ready to live the golden years. Well, what are the golden years? You know what I want to do? I'll be working when I die. Miss Alice, I want to be working when I die. I want to be either here preaching a message and fall over dead. And y'all will go, oh. No, I'm going to die. Everything's okay. I was in a service one night where I could see, Brother David, I could see y'all's lights flashing through the windows back there. But the preacher never acknowledged that. Man just had a heart attack back in the back. They're working on him to pull him out, put him in the ambulance. The preacher's going, hey, y'all look up here now. Y'all look up here now. I'm preaching, y'all look up here now. Hey, what a place to go. You're in church and die. Wow. What a way to go. It's almost as good as going to sleep. Hey, waking up in heaven. See, that's what Kevin did the other night. Little Kevin, 23 years old, went to sleep. Woke up in heaven. Randy's sister, I mentioned this when she passed. I said she was dreaming that she was in heaven. She was seeing those bits of pearl and street of gold and all the walls of jasper. Then all of a sudden she looked up there at Jesus. And she realized she was in heaven. She wasn't just dreaming about it, she was there. In her sleep, she woke up in heaven. See, here's the penalty of all this. Is that where I was? I think I was. Here's the penalty of all this. Well, wealth again seldom permits a good night's sleep. Again, they cannot sleep. They're worried about it all the time. They're worried about it all the time. They're going to lose it, going to not have it, going to get kind of guy. Well, like John D. Rockefeller, got to get a little more, got to get a little more, got to have a little more. But the man who works all day, the man who goes out and works on heat and air units in the 90-degree weather, the man who climbs, digs a post hole with post hole diggers. Post hole diggers, Brother Jim. Did you say they're 8 foot? 8 footers. Digging a hole. Okay? That man comes in and goes to sleep at night. He's give out. Okay? I have one of them cushy jobs where I just go out and make a few sales calls and come in, but I still slept. I slept pretty good. The labor man may not have too much to eat, it says either. But that keeps him from being a glutton. Keep him being a glutton. And it also probably helps him sleep better at night. How many of you have eaten Mr. Kitty ate a whole big old jumbo pizza and couldn't sleep at night. I know you don't eat that part. But if you have, you won't sleep good at night. I can't hardly stand to eat late at night. If I eat past 8 o'clock at night, I'm up half the night, okay? I don't get 9 hours of sleep. And that's what this is saying. This man who doesn't have a lot, he doesn't eat well. Somebody at the front door. Or medicine. Okay. All right. Somebody's at the front. No. The rich man, he has an abundance. In fact, he probably eats gourmet food every night. I've been around some of that. I'll never forget one time I was at a convention and they're passing around hors d'oeuvres and Sherry just chewing down. Boy, she's bunkering down on this grape chili and cracker. She done had 4 or 5. When I said, "Do you like that stuff?" "Oh, yeah. It's grape chili and cracker." I said, "No, it ain't. It's fish eggs. It's fish eggs and cracker." I grabbed, somebody said, "Grab you one of them." And I grabbed it, stuck it in my mouth. What is it? Octopus. Octopus. Hey, rich man. Hey, rich man, he got gourmet food, he got all this stuff, he got money, but he can't sleep at night. He can't sleep at night. Worrying about it all. Fretting over something that he can't go and sleep, something he can't take with him. He ain't gonna take it with him. And he's gonna give it to his son who's gonna squander through it. You're gonna see that in a minute. I say we are, may not. 20 minutes still. But anyway, y'all have them? That's fine. Okay. All right. We can stay here then. All right, let's look at the perishing of this well. Again, the hoarding up of it. The hoarding up of wealth. It says there is a sore or severe evil which I have seen under the sun. There's that term again. Namely, riches kept or hoarded up for the owners thereof to their hurt. Wow, to their hurt. Riches and money and all. Wow, we people who ain't got none. We're thinking, Miss Stacy, we're thinking, that wouldn't hurt me. You give me a couple of million, see what I'll do. You know, I'll be just like him. You ever seen somebody win the lottery? I read a story many years ago about a guy who won $14 million. That ain't nothing. Sure, his friend worked the state for won $66 million one night. 14 million. He won 14 million. In less than a year, he's broke and in jail. Right. See that? That's to tell you all you don't know. That's to tell you all you don't know about riches. I guess that's why the Lord's never given me any, because He knows what I do. Yep. But here, riches, which are hoarded up, what they say is kept up, hoarded up, bring problems. Hoarding will not stop the perishing of riches, though, and the perishing of many good things. For those wealthy folk. People don't realize, and I didn't want to get on this subject, but people who don't tithe, okay, they don't tithe. They hold back their tithe from God because they think, Brother Greg, I got to pay that electric bill, or I got to make the car payment, or we want to take a vacation. I want to go down to Florida and stay a few days. That's going to cost a couple $1,000. We need to put this back and save it up so they don't tithe. That money's going to go somewhere. Yeah. That money's going to go somewhere. I've seen those people. Car breaks down. Air conditioner goes out of the house. Whatever. It's all taken away from them anyway. Whereas they're giving it, I've been tithing for 49 years. I ain't bragging, but God has allowed me to see the need to tithe. And I tithe You do better, I brag, better than 10%, but I tithe on money that comes in. And sometimes I'm not sure I made a transfer one day. I made a transfer from my savings over to my checking account. I saw that deposit, I thought, what is that money? Did somebody give me that? And somebody gave me that and as a love offering, I forgot about it. So I tithed on it. I made a transfer. That's crazy. Took my money, got that back over. And you think that's funny? Then I had that back over. Let me tell you what happened. We had a girl join the church was over on Tina. Joined the church when it was over on Kingwood. King. Yeah, King's Highway. What am I trying to say? She left the church, but she came and called me one day. Can I get my money back? I said, get your what money back? I thought, I don't know what she's talking about. You know the money I gave y'all every week for my paycheck. I said, no ma'am, sure can. You gotta be kidding. Can I get it back? Like I said, look at the heritage of this wealth. Riches perish by evil. Look at that word, y'all. Riches perish by evil. What? Travail. And he begetteth a son, and there is nothing in his hand. Wow. Solomon speaks of the problem of perishing riches causing enabling to give your heritage or your money to your family. What happened? Often a person loses his wealth. Like I said, in the stock market, you done lost $100,000 in a month, 2 months, whatever. You watch it. Okay. It'll be gone. It'll be gone. And anytime you talk about money to anybody, they always get upset about it. But just understand what the Bible's saying. Okay? Look at the holding of wealth. He said, as he came forth of his mother's womb, naked shall he return to go as he came, and shall take nothing of his labor, which he may carry away in his hand. Hey, in his hand, as he came, he shall. Hey, so shall he go. Naked he came into the world, naked he's going out of the world. Won't have a thing. Won't have a thing. You cannot take it with you. You cannot take it with you. You will not be able to take it with you. All you're accumulating, all this accumulating wealth, that you gained in life, will stay right here. Will stay right here. You won't get it. And you don't know what the people you leave it to is going to do with it. That's what's sad. You don't know how they're going to squander it. You can make a drug addict out of it. I don't know. What did I say about a while ago? These celebrities who got a lot of money. Drives us so crazy, they go to taking illicit drugs. Killing themselves. You don't know what's going to happen with that when you leave out here. But you can't take it with you. What does 1 Timothy 6:7 say? We brought nothing. We brought nothing into this world. And guess what? Certainly not going to take anything out. Okay? And look at the hurting of wealth. It says, all his days also he eateth in darkness, and he had much sorrow and wrath with his sickness. The sad plight of this wealth is spoken of here. Few that are wealthy enjoy life. They don't enjoy life. They're usually, you think about some. You think about, I hate to use these people as an example, but I think about, I don't know a lot about his life. I know about his life that I heard in his style of life he lived, but Michael Jackson had all that wealth and went crazy over white gloves and sanitary this and sanitary that, and don't touch this and don't touch that, and lived almost like a hermit except for bringing in some little, never mind. All right. Bringing it, and he had, what? He had nothing. You think he really enjoyed life? Y'all really think that man enjoyed life? And probably went to hell? Now he's really suffering. Life on earth wasn't that great. And to some, I mean, the way I understand his life, he didn't probably even have any family. His family didn't care for him. You know? And I'm not just picking on him. I mean, I'm sure Elvis Presley and I sure hope Elvis went to heaven. I do. I hope all of them do. But it's obvious from their lifestyle they don't. This guy, Purple, whatever, what is it, Prince, oh man. I read an article on him one time. I couldn't believe it. What he would do on stage. In front of thousands of people, what he'd do on stage. It's crazy. See, again, few enjoy their life well. It's full of trouble. It's full of trial. It's full of heartaches, okay? We're going to stop there because it's our hours. Quarter to 10. Okay? Well, let's stop there and we'll go get with our prayer list, okay? So let's close for a moment in prayer, okay? Father, again, we thank you. We just as we look through this book of Ecclesiastes, Lord, it's mind-boggling so much. But yet, in order to wake us up and speak to us in a mighty way, in order to realize the state of mind that Solomon was in, he's totally out of your will. Nothing in this stuff that he's talking about that we're in now about wealth, does it ever say anything about giving anything to God? Just God being good to him and giving him all this. But what's he doing with it? Just accumulating gold and stuff, this stuff. For what reason? Lord, thank you again. We certainly love you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, take your prayer list. I hope you got one. Don't get one this year.